Hey guys, this is Mihir from Bgg Con, and with me is the man who needs no introduction, so I'm not going to even introduce himself.
You're not? No, I'm insulted.
Nah, you need no introduction. Everybody knows who you are. Okay, so thanks for doing this and speaking to me.
Well, Mihir, we just met like 2 seconds ago,
Yeah.
and you were telling me that you're part of like India's growing gaming community.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of fascinated by it, and was happy to sort of jump on here and talk to you a little bit about it.
So I just wanted to talk to you, like what can the community in India do, the gaming community in India do to grow itself even more? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, it's a very big kind of broad question, but the reality is a lot of the way that the hobby grows is organically.
Okay.
It's someone sharing something they enjoy with somebody else and then passing on. Now, the advantage that we have, I would say, in North America is that a lot of these games are already in English, and so that barrier isn't there.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, in India, is the language barrier a bigger challenge?
Many people speak English, but yet many of the youths, they do not know English. Like many of the backward people, they still have no access to proper English teaching. So yeah, localized versions like Hindi language versions would definitely help.
Well, then I would think then the YouTube community in India could probably help with that too. If they're bilingual, then they like I create tutorial videos, right? Generally for an English-speaking language, but also for other people as well. And that helps bring down that barrier. Because the biggest barrier to the fun in these games is that rule book. Right? You gotta learn how to play, and you gotta go play it, and hopefully have fun doing it, right?
So speaking on rulebook, that's a fantastic point. We have lots of new publishers and game designers emerging out of India. What would you suggest, or if you have any tips for them, like what kind of rulebook should they have, or what type of things should they have in their box or in the game so that it makes it more easily accessible to learn or teach?
Well, I gotta say, the nice thing about this question is the answer is sort of universal, no matter what language it is, because the biggest challenge, we still have this challenge all the time, is that the designer, they understand their game, they know how it works, and they take for granted that the other person doesn't know anything. And so the biggest tip that I can give you, if you are a designer in India or wherever you are, is take your game. Once you feel like you've got it in a completed form and you know how to play it, you got to take that to a group who's never played it before, and you've got to give them that game with your rule book, and you've got to not say a thing. You've got to watch and observe and see how they play, and you will find out very quickly all the mistakes they're making, all the things that you took for granted, and then those things you've got to add those into your rule book, to help make it smoother. And this, again, is something that people make the mistake of all the time.
This is so insightful and fantastic. I'm so sure this tip will help so many designers in India. And finally, I mean, you have a big fan following in India. Anything that you want to say to your fans out there in India watching this video?
Look,
what would you like to say?
I'll say this. I am so thankful for this hobby because you and I, without a bunch of silly cardboard and plastic, you and I would never have met. I would never be talking to you. I wouldn't be talking to you watching right now. And so this hobby connects us across the globe. You know what I mean? Like I run into you, and I know you're into gaming. We immediately have a connection, and then I get to learn a little bit more about your life.
How awesome is
Off
it?
screen, you were sharing funny stories with me about who you were. I would never know that without this hobby. And board games give us a chance to sit around a table together and share a meaningful, hopefully fun, enjoyable experience, but also get to know each other in a bigger way. And I think that's really something special about this hobby. And I hope that is something that you know, if you're new in the hobby, I hope you get to experience that. If you've been in a long time, I'm sure you already have and enjoy it. So, and if some of you watch the show, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you for talking to us, and thank you for taking the time.
It was a pleasure, it really was.
All
Bye
right,
now.
Bye.